Hey guys, what's going on? I'm going to do an analysis of two different coins in this video. So I'll start with Ethereum, and then after this, I'll get into Bitcoin. So for the key levels on Ethereum, if you're trading this, I would definitely draw this upsloping level of support. You see it was support here, here, throughout here. And when we broke below it, we got a little bit of resistance from it. It flipped from a support to a resistance. We've recently broken it and retested it. But this upsloping line is still in play. You can just drag it out a little bit further, and then you can use this to buy off of if we get pullbacks. Okay, another level, as you can see, we had this downsloping level of resistance with multiple touches on it. However, this is not relevant anymore. So actually no need to draw that on the chart. Horizontal line, take a horizontal trend line, paste it right above these candle bodies right here. So you see this level was resistance here, and when we broke above it, we came back and retested it. We flipped this from a resistance to a support. Okay, next level is going to be right at the top of these candle bodies right here. So you see this region was support here and here, resistance here, and now we have just broken above it. So this level is still going to be relevant if we get a pullback and a backtest. So out of the levels that I just mentioned, it's going to be this upsloping level of support and this horizontal level of support. So yeah, look to these levels to buy against if the price does pull back. Now we're going to get into where the potential targets are. Okay, the first one I'm looking at is going to be around just under $2,500, so $2,490, and that's based on this support region right here. So if you want to mark that on your chart, just take. I've used this with the horizontal ray. Just identify the lows of these candle bodies right here, and then paste it just below. Next level of potential resistance as we're moving up here is going to be based on the low of these candle bodies right here. So you might want to mark that on your chart. See, it was support right here, support right here. We broke below it, it flipped to a resistance level. So it's logical to assume that as the price approaches it from underneath, it's going to act as a level where people are going to either take profits or new traders are going to enter the market with short positions. And that's slightly over $3,000, so $3,040. Next level beyond that, and this is where I think we're ultimately heading to, is going to be about $3,500, and that's based on the top of these candle bodies right here. Now let's take this down to the daily time frame, and yeah, as you can see, we're getting quite extended here on the daily time frame. Where I would perhaps look to enter. I mean, I'm already in Ethereum. Like I keep my Ethereum offline on my hardware wallet, so I'm benefiting from this move definitely. However, I'm not in a short-term trade. Now, where I would look to enter a short-term trade, you know what? I don't even know if we're going to get a pullback. But if the price does pull back to this broken level of resistance, that's likely going to be a great time to enter. But overall, though, as you can see from the on the weekly time frame here on the macro chart, it looks like we're just getting started in our route to these higher targets. So if you wanted to buy a little bit now, since you wouldn't be buying very close to a support level, so you wouldn't be able to place a near stop loss, I definitely would not recommend using too much leverage, if any leverage at all. But yeah, Ethereum's looking really good. Okay, so let's switch this over to Bitcoin now. So Bitcoin has just broken through 41,000. It's basically on a rocket right now. So in my last video on Bitcoin, we were right around here, right? So we were facing a very confluent resistance zone where we had resistance from the top line of this rising wedge, right? And we were forming doji candles, so there was a little bit of a fight right here. We had horizontal resistance from the low of these candle bodies right here. And we were also at a Fibonacci retracement level. So if I run the fib from the top of here down to the low, what you can see is that we were at the 618. So a lot of confluence right around this resistance zone, and we just broke it. So now we have to look for new levels where the price may get a little bit of a pushback. And if you look at just the price history right here on the weekly time frame, you see how I have this horizontal trend line marked at the low of these candle bodies right here. But if I zoom out and look left, you'll see it was a support region right here where we have the wick bouncing off of it. We came back, we got support from it right here. We got support from it right here again. And then when we broke below it, look how well this level served as a level of resistance, right? So it flipped from a support level to a resistance level. And when we broke below, this is the level that was being defended by the bears, right? And that is around $43,000. Obviously, if I was in a long, I would probably front run that a bit because a lot of people are likely going to be looking at this level just as they were in this region. But yeah, $43,000, actually maybe $42,900-ish. That's a region where I do expect some selling pressure to come in. Beyond that, we have this $47,000 target, which is right at the top of these candle bodies right here. But yeah, honestly, the coast looks pretty clear for Bitcoin until we reach those targets. That being said, of course, I would expect some short-term pullbacks because we are getting a little bit extended on these smaller time frames, as you can see. So short-term pullbacks en route to those targets is nothing to be concerned about. Looks good overall though. Anyway, hopefully you found that helpful. If you did, smash the like button. If you're not subscribed and you want to get notified when I release new content, click subscribe, click the bell, click on all. If you leave this page without doing that, you'll probably have a hard time finding the channel again in the future just because it's relatively new. As you can see, there's less than 2,000 subscribers, and because of that, I'm not really prioritized in the search algorithm. Also, if you want to trade Bitcoin and Ethereum, I put the link to 3 different exchanges in both the pinned comment and the description. All 3 of those exchanges are offering you guys sign-up bonuses through those links. If you don't want to do KYC, pretty much your only option out of those is going to be BingX, because the other 2, I believe, will require you to submit your personal documents. So just decide if that's right for you. If you don't care, then you can get the bonuses for all 3 if you want, and diversify your risk for trading on centralized exchanges. But yeah, if you don't want to go through KYC, in terms of centralized exchanges, you don't have that many options right now, and BingX is probably one of your only options at the moment. But yeah, you can get up to $5,000 with BingX as a deposit bonus. But of course, if you want to get that much, you have to deposit quite a bit. And I try to mention this as often as possible. I don't recommend that you keep a large percentage of your crypto holdings on any centralized exchange. Also, you may need a VPN depending on where you're located. So I also put a link to a promotion on a VPN in the pinned comment and description as well. All right, guys, take care. Have a good day. Bye.